D-ho be acting up. D-ho be acting up. And D-niggas.
Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and I'm so grateful to have you around today. So today guys, I need to tell you guys about this product that I heard of that is really making waves on the internet lately. It's called Leptitox. Actually, this product is a revolutionary product that helps people that are having problems with their body weight. Let's say for instance you are fat or you are an obese and you don't like the way you look and you want to reduce. This product is an all natural product that will help you reduce in 30 days. You understand? So today we're going to be reviewing this product, Leptitox, and I'm going to be using the producer, like the person that made the product, as a case study today. I'm going to tell you guys about him and everything he went through to produce this product. Actually, his wife was the person that he had in mind producing the product, so we're going to talk about all that in this video. So I want you to stick to this, because at the end of this video I'm going to give you guys a secret about what some people are doing online that has to do with this product that I want you guys to avoid, so that you don't get to waste your money if you have interest of buying this product. Because if you don't, so guys, this is the guy that produced this product, Leptitox. His name is Morgan Hurst, and this is what he has to say. Hello, my name is Morgan Hurst. I am no doctor, I am no nutritionist, I am no guest lecturer at Yale University. You know who I am. I am you, a real person. I am a 47-year-old firefighter, and I live with my wife Grace and our 3 kids in Denver, Colorado. So let's go ahead. So guys, for this video I need you to note that I might refer to myself as Morgan Hurst in the course of this review, because I will try as much as possible to make the whole gist sound personalized. So just so you understand me completely, which is exactly what I want. So guys, what I mean by this is that when I say in the course of this review, I might say I, and the I there means Morgan Hurst. So I'm just trying to say it the way he said it, you understand? So we just understand the context. It's going to be more like a story or something like that tells us how the product came about and why you need to get the product if you're having problems with your body weight. So let's go ahead. Here's how I saved my wife's life with a 5 seconds hack that kills food craving and melts 62 pounds of raw fat. So this is what Morgan Hurst has to say about this product. Like I said, his wife was the case study when he talked about this product. His wife was an obese. This is his wife, Grace, so fat that she was really troubled about the way she looked, just like her husband was troubled as well. So the whole thing gave the man issues, and he was trying to find a way to get his wife to a normal size, which now made him to research and found this product. So we're going to talk about the processes he went through to research and find the product. Let's go ahead. So Grace had been an all-star track champion in her teens, an athlete her whole life. It was one of the things that made me fall in love with her. But during Daryl's pregnancy, she put on about 30 pounds, which never went away. Then our next child, Christy, came along and on went another 20 pounds. After our third child, she was already 70 pounds heavier. Wow. So this lady was like, she was an athlete before she got married, and all of a sudden she became heavier than she was because she had given birth to children. So you can imagine the transformation that she experienced. You understand, going from being a nice looking lady to being this whole fat lady must have been very depressing. I wondered why I didn't find Grace as sexy as these women. I wish to God I did, but I didn't. I felt so bad that I turned off my iPad and went upstairs to show her how much I loved her, no matter what she looked like. So this is what Morgan was saying when he was recalling his incident with his wife when she was still looking this way. So like what Morgan meant here was that anytime he picked up his iPad, usually you see these ladies on social media, on Instagram, and the way they look, and this is exactly what his wife looked like. Just like he said that she was an athlete before before she now gave birth to children and became so fat. So the transformation was like in a negative direction, but we all understand what that means for the man and for her too. So don't touch me. I'm fat and disgusting, and I'm always going to be fat and disgusting. I don't want you to touch me. This is what Grace said to Morgan when Morgan went to comfort her. So Morgan had to play the role of a good husband when he went to meet his wife, and his wife was so depressed that she didn't even want her husband anywhere close to her again. So I can imagine the way she felt at that point in time. Let's go ahead. Using Grace's laptop one night, I stumbled on some of her Google searches. Best ways to kill myself, said one query. Painless suicide, said another. I had no idea Grace was feeling that low. I was desperate to help her, but I didn't know how. So this is what Morgan is saying. Guys, can you just imagine the way this man felt? So he finding out that his wife had been making this particular kind of searches on Google meant that she had the plan to kill herself because she was so depressed about the way she looked. So that means people that have this kind of look can feel depressed. So I believe this product might be of help. Let's find out what happens though. I started my research. That's Morgan started his research now. You see, when fat cells grow, they release a hormone called leptin. You may have heard of leptin. Okay, it controls our hunger and how we feel. When leptin levels are low, we feel hungry and crave calories. When leptin levels are high, we feel full and satisfied. So this is what Morgan found out about the product leptin, the hormone leptin. So this hormone leptin plays an essential role in our body from what he discovered. So it's as if this leptin is the kind of signal that tells us that we are full and we should stop eating whenever we are hungry or whenever we are eating. And whenever we find food, we are low on leptin, we get hungry, just like he said here. So excess energy from food is converted into fat and stored in our fat cells. As fat cells expand, they release leptin, signaling our body to stop eating. Can you see that? This is the job of leptin. It is here when naturally you should stop eating and feel full and satisfied. But put the knife and fork down and maintain a slim, sexy figure. But instead, leptin resistance occurs. So guys, this is the main problem that this leptin causes. You understand? When the leptin should signal the human to stop eating, it resists doing its duty, which causes that individual to continue eating, and then the fat now becomes too much, which now makes the person to be fat. You understand that you're now trying to figure out the cause of the problem first of all. So I think Morgan is making a headway here, trying to find out what is causing his wife to be very fat. So let's go ahead. So this is like a chain of what happens in our system. When you get hungry, you eat food, and fat gets stored from the food. Fats release leptin for leptin to tell you to stop eating, but leptin doesn't do its work. Leptin resists, and then you get hungry again, and then you eat food, and then fats get stored, and then fats release leptin resists to tell you to stop eating until you just eat and everywhere gets filled up and you have excess fat in your body, and then you become fat. So that I think this is understandable. So leptin resistance is a big problem that most people are facing today. So let's go ahead, and a short time later the cycle starts all over again. This is the exact cycle that Grace had been in for years, and the same cycle you and any other woman or man struggling with weight loss are in right now. That's a scientific fact. So guys, this is not like a myth or something. This is like something that is scientifically proved. So leptin resistance causes overeating and therefore more fat, not the other way around. So if your overeating was simply a symptom of leptin resistance, what was the cause? How did you or Grace get leptin resistance before all the weight gain began? For weeks, I devoured everything the library had to offer. I read through hundreds of dusty old medical journals. I visited universities, spoke to doctors, criminologists, alternative therapists, and even Chinese herb doctors. So guys, I think Morgan was really trying to find a cure to this leptin problem, because I think he has made a headway to find out that leptin was causing the problem, so he was now trying to find out the cure. So these are the options that Grace tried out. She tried out keto products, she tried out paleo, she tried out vegetarian, vegan, and the rest of them, but none of them worked. She tried reducing her sugar, she tried reducing her carbohydrates, she tried so many options, but nothing worked for her, and that was why she was this fat. So just like Morgan said on the first, like in the beginning of this slide, he said that he was a firefighter. So he was working with this firm that had assigned him to Malaysia to go and help the people there research on how they can stop the excess burning of bushes and the forest problem. So let's go ahead. So right after my grueling 42 hours of traveling, I'm introduced to the firefighters I will be training, a group of 22 men from all over Malaysia. Among these men is Ashraf, Hadi, and 5 other guys who we are from a tiny Malaysian island called Langkawi. As the weeks went on, I came to realize that these 6 guys who were all in their mid-50s didn't have an ounce of fat on them. They were slim, healthy, and full of energy. Every dinner we spent together, I would notice they would eat their plates of food, but then never eat again for the rest of the day. No second portion, no dessert, no snack. Even with the delicious plates of cake, fried food, and candy bars that were available. So this is what Morgan was experiencing when he went to his assignment in Malaysia. He found these guys that looked healthy and slim, even though they were old, unlike it was in his place in Colorado. So he was now surprised. So let's see what happened. So I believe Morgan walked up to Ashraf, which is the guy he met, Ashraf Hadi, which is one of the guys that he was teaching the firefighting job in Malaysia. So he spoke to him about his situation at home. You understand? So now Ashraf smiled, patted me on the back, that is Morgan, and told me to wait where I was. A few minutes later, he returned with a notepad and a pencil and began to scribble down what looked like a recipe, complete with a list strange of plants and herbs, most of which I'd never even heard of. So I believe when Morgan must have told Ashraf about the problem he was having at home, Ashraf, because it was obvious that Ashraf and his people had a secret that was making them look the way they look. So Morgan wanted to know what the magic they used or whatever was making them look that good. So he spoke to Ashraf, and Ashraf gave him a list of plants and herbs that Morgan found difficult to understand. So the first plant on the list was Marian Tisto. So the second plant on the list was Appium graviolis seed, which is shown to detoxify EDC, called DEHP, found in nearly all plastics. So the thing is that these plants or these herbs that Ashraf has written down sound so weird. I think they are local plants from Malaysia. So let's go ahead. And then there was jujube that detoxifies endocrine disruptor, and the grape seed that cleanses the harmful EDC cadmium found in vegetable, nuts, and cereals. It even supports healthy blood pressure. So these are the products that we are on the list. Alfalfa, Chansa piedra, Tazakum leaves. Man, these are all weird plants. Morgan spent thousands of dollars to buy these herbs and plants that Ashraf had provided to him, just to see if it will work. Weeks to extract the potent seed and leaves one by one, then dry them out, grind them down, and pressure them into the right required ratio. And then by the time I was finished, I was exhausted and I barely had enough of the mixture to last a few days. So the thing is that when Ashraf gave Morgan the list to those plants and seeds, Morgan had to research and find these products and buy them from all over the world. Even though they were expensive, he had to do that because of his wife. So when he now provided these plants, he had to extract the main content in these plants by himself. He did it manually. He didn't have to involve anybody. So by the time he was done, he didn't have enough produce to serve him. Besides, he doesn't have a laboratory in his house or that advanced technology something. So he was troubled and he didn't have enough to work with. So Morgan needed a plan B, another way to process these plants in a way that it will be enough for him to use, and it will be substantial enough for him to give to his wife to take to see if it works. So let's see what happens. Practitioner, her name is Sonia Roth, dedicated independent medical researcher with over 29 years experience, had a personal interest in what I was doing. Yeah, so it took 6 months of research, but eventually Sonia found the perfect combination. Plus, Sonia had found another 11 amazing nutrients that would boost the power of the recipe even further. So you benefit from not only the detoxifiers, milk testo, jujube seed, and the rest of them, and the 6 more that we've already mentioned. So, like I said, those products that Ashraf listed down for Morgan, there were 11 of them. So during the course of the investigation and the experiments that Sonia and Morgan carried out with these plants and herbs, they got to discover another 11 other amazing nutrients that they could add to the product to boost or maximize its efforts to produce the product that we're talking about, which is Librivox. So, and it took them 6 months to carry out this research. So let's go ahead. We just needed one willing patient to put the protocol to test, and of course that patient was Grace. It took every penny we had to produce a full week worth of the vegetable capsules for Grace to take once a day with a glass of water. Honestly, I could see how skeptical Grace was the first time I gave her the glass of water and the tiny tablet-filled capsule and the tiny plant-filled capsule. She looked at me like I was crazy. So you can picture the scenario here where Morgan gave his wife the first capsule of the produce to experiment to see if it will work. That was the first ever tablet of Librivox that was ever produced to see if it will work. So let's see what happens. So still, I had to beg her to keep taking them once a day. She thought it was just another waste of time. After 7 days, she lost about 3 pounds, but we thought nothing of it until later that evening when something remarkable happened. So we can notice here that there was already a difference in the way that Grace looked. So like Morgan said here, she lost 3 pounds, but they just saw it as something normal. Besides, 3 pounds is very little to start making any presumptions. So something remarkable. Let's see what happened that later evening. We just finished dinner and I handed Grace the bowl to grab a second portion of food, a habit we'd gotten used to since she gained the weight. "No, I'm fine, thanks. I'm full," she said. What? I hadn't heard that in 10 years. We both looked at each other in shock, then burst out laughing. So this is like a sign that the drug have already started working. You understand? Just like he said here, I hadn't heard that for 10 years. Can you see that? So they were in shock and they burst into laughter. Remember, belly fat is simply a symptom of leptin resistance. Since she had tackled her leptin resistance, her craving vanished and the weight started melting down like butter in a microwave. And still, she was eating cake, pizza, chocolate, and all her favorite food. She didn't force herself to stop eating. She wanted to. So guys, you can see that what he just said here is like something that lets us know that she didn't stop eating all this sugary food. You understand that most times we get to stop eating because we want to lose weight. She was still eating all this regular cake, food, pizza, and the rest of them that contains a lot of calories, and still the Librivox was still working. You understand? So this is something that is revolutionary, something that is very, 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 like, it is very, very different from the rest of the products we get to see around about that has to do with weight loss. So let's go ahead. So day 21 was a sunny Sunday morning, and I'll remember it forever. I woke up to the loudest scream I've ever heard. Scared, I instinctively reached for my handgun in the nightstand until the scream turned to laughter. I ran to the bathroom where I saw Grace standing on the scale, tears rolling down her eyes. But this time, they weren't tears of guilt or shame. They were tears of happiness, tears of joy. And soon enough, she was 62 pounds lighter. Wow. So guys, you can imagine how Grace looked now, going from this to this. Damn. To this slim and sexy lady I'm proud to call my wife, guys. I think this is way better than this, guys. Can you imagine? The difference is so clear. So this LibriVox, like, it worked. Let's say this is day 21 now. That means she took it for 21. This is less than 1 month now. This is less than a month. So she had been taking this LibriVox for less than a month, and she moved from this to this. So guys, this is revolutionary. Plus, she had some more energy. She was sleeping better. She supported new healthy joints and a pain-free body. Even her hair seemed thicker, fuller, and shinier than it had. Her fears of worsening health vanished. Wow. But the most amazing thing was watching Grace's stomach, watching the belly fat she had been fighting for years and years shrink away to nothing, until one day I came home and saw her walking around the house in a sports bra and shorts, her beautiful flat belly on display. I was a little afraid to touch her at first, afraid she'd tell me not to. But when I wrapped my arms around her, she melted, tilted her hair so I could kiss her neck, then smiled and smiled at me and told me to meet her in the bedroom. Hello, what's going on? It was the most amazing, passionate night of my life. As we lay there naked, cuddling and laughing in love again, in a way we hadn't been for a long time, I had a huge smile across my face. I'd done it. I'd saved my wife. Grace had broken free from the cycle of leptin resistance. Guys, I think this is like a testimony now, isn't it? It's like a testimony, moving from being that far to looking this nice. Wow, man. If everyone could transform this quickly, then it will be something like a dream come true, guys. So let's see what happens next. Sonia stated, the new breakthrough addresses the true cause of leptin resistance, endocrine disrupting chemicals. When you correct and target these toxins, you can naturally support your ability to feel full and satisfied after eating. So you will no longer feel hungry and will effortlessly drop pounds of fat. You will support a healthy heart and blood sugar as your leptin resistance and food consumption is addressed. Yeah, so this is just like a brief of what the product was all about, or what the product they produced was all about. So I think this is like revolutionary. So, and the best part was because the proprietary blend is 100% natural, and the facility where we produced our capsules is FDA and registered with GMP certified, and is FDA registered and GMP certified. We didn't have to wait for approval. So it's like they got the approval automatically because of the place they paid to use for the research and for the production of the tablets and capsules. So in order to further investigate, because he can't just say that the product was already working because it worked on his wife alone, so he had to make more research. So Morgan he said here, I decided to post an ad online and in local newspapers asking for volunteers who might be willing to put our fat burning formula to the test. They had to be over 40 years old, overweight, and unable to lose weight no matter their diet or how much they exercised, tired, hungry, and fed up. After just 10 days, we had 45 people suffering from varying degrees of weight pain to put to the test. So this is like 45 people turned up for to test the product, the Librivox product, which worked on his wife. So he had to get more people to testify before he can now have a proof or state that the product is really working. So I think we understand this. The results we are way more incredible than any of us could ever have imagined, without exception. And within just a few weeks, all 45 volunteers reported dramatic drops in their hunger and cravings, and in turn their weight. The average weight loss was 53 pounds. Wow. So here we are, ready for you to finally get the flat belly and slim body you've been dreaming of and which you deserve. 166,304 people have already transformed their waist size, energy and lives with Leptitox. Take it now and achieve that same dramatic improvement in your hunger and weight, and that's Grace and they did. It really is that simple, and you can get access to everything in the next 90 seconds. That's literally what you get. You can move going from this to this. Yeah, just look at this. This is like an extraordinary transformation. But I just thank God for Grace. She deserves what she got, because I think she didn't deserve to be that desperate. Besides, she has 3 kids that she should look out for. So being depressed is not part of what she should be feeling. So I just thank God that she got exactly what she wanted. So this one and only all natural proprietary blend that targets the true cause of your belly fat, leptin resistance. Today, things are finally about to change. With Sonia Rhodes' help, we've created a clinically proven and all-natural formula that will allow you to finally melt your belly fat and take control over your hunger and cravings. But with no medications, no exercises, no dieting, and you can start today. We've called it Leptitox. A discount is ongoing now. If you want to get this product, you can click the link in the description, the first link actually in the description, to know more about this product in detail. So guys, what I'll just give you is like a brief of what happened that led to the discovery of this product. So if you want to get this just like this review or this story in details, you can just click the link in my description that will take you to the product page where you can read about it and then get yourself one of these to help you transform just like Grace did. The pricing and everything you need to get for this product is right there. Just click the link in the description and you can get this amazing product at a discount price. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel and for more amazing content almost every day of the week. Stay safe and I'll see you on the next one. But wait, guys, I promised you something at the beginning of this video that I will tell you about something I need you guys to avoid. So please, recently I saw this video of a young lady talking about trying to buy this product and clicking a link she found on a random website to get this product. So guys, she said that when she entered her card details, she lost over 200,000 naira why the product was way less than that. So when she put in her details, the money in her account was exhausted. So guys, I need you guys to be very careful where you get to click to buy this product. So that's why I say I am an affiliate marketer with ClickBank, so I got the link directly from the product vendor, which is Morgan. Click the link in the description to get this product directly from Morgan. So guys, if you can go to the description now and click the link there and go and get this product, you'll be getting it directly from Morgan himself, because he's the one that has asked me to do this, to run and to become an affiliate of this is the one that I'm actually marketing the products for. You understand? So just go to my description and click the link there, just so that you are on the safer side, because if you just click a random link, you might just experience what that young lady experienced. So guys, please, I'm just linking this so that you can be just more careful, so you can be more careful with the places you just click to avoid getting duped by these scammers. Thanks again, stay safe, and please subscribe, like and share this video. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.